Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the Scripture of Mankind, translated by Swami Tapasyananda. This book can be ordered at www.sriramakrishnamath.org. Narrated by Michael Scherer at americanaphonic.com. Chapter 1. Summary. The significance of the opening chapter. The first chapter, depicting Arjuna's grief, is meant to show under what conditions man opens himself to the voice of the Spirit. A crisis is often required to make him turn his eyes to the spiritual reality. Often it is the impact of death, loss, disease, faithlessness of man, or any other such bitter experience of life that causes the awakening. In the case of Arjuna, the hero who forms the central figure in this philosophical poem, it is not any of these, but the naked display of man's cupidity and heartlessness that brings about the change of outlook. Trained to the profession of arms and accustomed to the pursuit of power and pleasure, Arjuna has till now led the life of a respectable man of the world, seeking the good things of life and doing his ordained religious duties. Now when he is called upon to perform his historic duty of leading the armies of his clan against the usurping Kauravas, the moment of disillusionment comes to him on reflecting on the consequences of the fratricidal war and on the sordid and blood-stained prizes for which it is fought. He seeks shelter in his divine teacher Krishna, who has been for him a friend and counselor till now. Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. The scene is laid on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, also described as Dharma Kshetra, where the armies of the Kauravas and Pandavas are arrayed in battle formations to settle finally by the might of arms their respective claims to the common ancestral kingdom. After the first few verses, wherein a brief review of the leaders on both sides is made by Duryodhana, Arjuna appears on the scene in a chariot driven by Krishna. Stationed in his chariot between the two armies, he finds on both sides close kith and kin, and venerated persons like teachers and grandfathers standing ready to kill one another for the sake of power and pelf. The frightful consequences of a fratricidal war dawn on him in all vividness, and he feels it better to eat a beggar's food than enjoy wealth stained with the blood of persons related to him as sons, fathers, uncles, brothers-in-law, friends, grandfathers, and teachers. Shocked at the prospect of a senseless carnage in which his own near and dear ones are going to be the victims, Arjuna decides to lay down arms, surrender the kingdom to the Kauravas, and even to court death at their hands, or if he were to survive, to become an ascetic. He drops his weapons in a mood of depression caused by utter confusion as to what his duty is under such circumstances.